Good morning and happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to Ridge Life. Today on Ramblings, work life coffee, and I'm an idiot. That's right, I'm an idiot. I'll tell you how I did it. What's up there, Tater Tot? You having a happy Thanksgiving, buddy? You having a happy Thanksgiving? Well, we're gonna drink some work life coffee here and walk around and tell you how, me and Tater are gonna tell you how Tim's an idiot this morning. But I'm hoping each of you are having a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving. I've got a little bit of a voice. My chest and head is still crazy. It's been over a week with this chest cold, and right now I've got so much medication in me and caffeine. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. That's right, Elvis. I'm medicated. Happy Thanksgiving. Woohoo! But you gotta laugh at yourself, guys. You gotta laugh at yourself. Last time I talked to you, I told you how I had good news and bad news. I know, I'm gonna tell them, Elvis. Give me a second. Goodness gracious. Well, I told you about how I broke old Blue here. Put her to work. David says it never worked. Put her to work and I broke her. Well, you guys, I'm gonna set my coffee down here. You guys told me how dumb I am. Tim, you're, for lack of a better word, you're an ID10T. Y'all not know what an ID10T is? Write that down. Get a piece of paper. Pause. Get a piece of paper. Get an ink pen or pencil. Write down ID10T. And that's going to tell you Tim's an idiot. So, you saw I broke this bracket right here, right? Had my 3-point. You know, you got 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. I took old Blue to the get the backhoe attachment ordered. You know, I took it up there. They spec'd it out, made sure, you know, the one they were going to order was the right one for this tractor. Go ahead and did the 300-hour service while it was there, not because I couldn't do it myself. But I took off all the attachments, the back attachments, when I took it up there, and when I got it back, I put it back together, put the box blade on, did all the work, been working. And then I broke it. I broke it. I know, Elvis, I'm getting to the story. This is rambling. This isn't Ridge Life, okay? I ain't got to go show the work all the time. I can ramble a little bit. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm rambling. Excuse me. What I did was, how I'm an idiot. You guys on that rambling were commenting down below saying, Tim, your 3-point was connected to the wrong point. It should be connected to that cast piece right there, okay? See this big giant pin? This is cast steel. Steel. You can adjust it there, and there. This is not for the 3-point. Oh, Tim, you're an idiot. Oh. Because at first person commented that, and I'm like, I didn't put that back on there. That's where it's always been. You know, I got this tractor and been using it. And well, then I remembered after the second person commented that I did take off that top pin. I took off the top point, the top pin, and then when I put it back on, instead of putting it on right there, I put it on right there, and that is not, oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Okay. So, old Blue. Well, good news is I can still use old Blue because this bracket, I mean, the hydraulics are still attached, the electrical is still attached, nothing's leaking. I can fix this bracket myself at a later date, not a big deal. And I can go ahead and put the 3-point back on the right spot and get to bush hogging all of the field over there, right? I got bush hog all that stuff. I'm dressed up for Thanksgiving, guys. See, I got my little blue shirt on. Got this nice jacket. Going to a Thanksgiving celebration. But something else y'all might want to know about. Tim's an idiot, for one thing. He didn't know how to operate his tractor. When I talked to y'all last on my live stream, Tuesday night on Ridge Life, I told you I had to go early because I was out hunting. When I was out hunting, I had deer within 10 yards of the pop-up line. I had 3 deer within 10 yards of the pop-up line. And one was so close, it shook its fur like a dog does when it comes out of the water, and I could hear its fur ruffle. That's how close it was. And let those 3 doe, they were all doe, or one was a little young buck, and let them walk. And then right before dark, I see this big buck walking the property line next to the canopy and the solar carport area. I'm deep in the woods, and I was like, it's too dark, it's too late, I've got a live stream, I'm gonna let that one walk. And then I looked through the scope and I saw all kinds of bones sticking out of its head. It was not a little 4-point or 6-point. It was a big old deer. Might have been that 9-point I've been after. So I lay down on the scope on it. It steps out into a little opening. It's right at dark. I'm seeing the silhouette of it. I see a shoulder. Boom! 308. Makaya! Oh, I was squatting down. I was actually squatting in the pop-up blind. And I laid down on it with a 308, and I heard a commotion, a rumble, a crash, and silence for a minute, and then all of a sudden, I see the deer get up and run off. I said, yeah, took that baby down. I'll set this coffee down up here. Yeah, gonna drop it. Because it went down and got back up and, kind of galloped away. It didn't really trot, didn't really run. I was like, man, better let this one sit. Because it was dark, it was real dark, and I saw a perfect silhouette of the deer. I saw his antlers through the scope and everything, but just wasn't sure it was a great shot. So I said, I'm gonna back out of here. I'm not gonna walk out that way. I'm gonna back out and go do eat dinner with Grandma Carol. She made a homemade chicken pot pie that night. And then I'm going to go do my live stream and then come back up here and search for this thing after it sat for a while. Go find the blood trail. I knew exactly where I shot it, right? And my Uncle Sonny told him about it. He actually came up here about 40 minutes into my live stream. He got here, and so I went ahead and stopped my live stream early. He told you, I'm gonna go find this deer. Yeah, it's a big buck. I text David, yeah, I got a big buck, yeah. Me and Uncle Sonny got out there. We had flashlights and all kinds of thermoscopes and stuff, and I went to right where it was, and I didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see hide nor hair. You know that term, hide nor hair? Well, it's true. I didn't see a blood splatter. I didn't see hide nor hair. And we did a grid pattern from the pop-up blind to the canopy and walked the, and I went through, I searched it dark with a little light, probably about 10 acres of my property, all the way to the neighbor's property, and I didn't see nothing. So, all right, it's cold me like in the 30s that night. So I said, Uncle Sonny, appreciate you coming out here. I'll get up bright and early in the morning, and I'll come out here and I'll find this deer. And then you can come over if you want to help me process it up. I got 6 o'clock actually I got 5:30 next morning, but when the sun come up about 6:15, I got out there and I found where the deer went down. I found where the deer went down. It was a big scuffed up area, and I looked where the pop-up blind was, and I wasn't very happy because what happened was, I think, the deer heard the shot. And when he did, he took off in the direction he was going. And I actually found that day a rub line. There was rub trees. That was his little corridor he always travels. And which is a good sign. And but when he crashed through, he went through a little bit different route of briars and brambles, and he made an awful commotion. And that's kind of what I thought when I said he went down and was rolling around. He was just scraping through with that big old giant antlers through all that brush and briars. And then he I think he stopped, paused, looking around like, what the heck was that? And then he, because I found the commotion, but there was no blood. So the good news is, well, the bad news is, I didn't get a big buck like I said I was. I'm an idiot for not know how to operate my tractor. I missed a deer. Tim missed a deer. Okay, I'm gonna have to live this one down. But the good news is, I didn't hit the deer, because the worst thing you do is wound one. Especially a beautiful creature like that. Well, they're all beautiful creatures, and to wound one and not be able to find it and let the coyotes get it. But so I don't think I hit it at all. What I said when I looked where I found where it made the commotion, and I looked where my pop-up blind was, it was like looking through a rabbit hole. The old briar rabbit, the briar patch. It was like looking through this right here. It was so dark, and I saw the silhouette of the deer perfectly, but there was all this I was shooting through. So that 308 bullet was probably deflected and scared the deer. And yeah, okay. All right, so I'm an idiot. Don't know how to operate my tractor. I missed a deer. I'm gonna live this one. I'm not gonna live this one down. I know David's gonna be. So I think I've officially. I thought I gained my man card back because I did all that work moving 10 tons of gravel and I shot a big buck. I think I lost my man card again. Oh man. It is what it is, guys. I try. But hopefully I entertain you in the trying to be a good friend, family member, and maybe a little YouTube content creator, because I ain't done much recently, that's for sure. But so I've been off for a week and a half. I did get that 1 footer poured, and I haven't gone up there and taken it off because again, guys, I've only hunted 3 times this entire week and a half because just been sick. And I'm surprised I've only coughed like once or twice during this entire video. I took like tons of medication right before just so make sure I could get through it. So guys, hopefully every single one of you have a happy Thanksgiving. My hair's still wet. I probably shouldn't be outside, but I wanted to show you what I did to the tractor. Hopefully my hair dries and I'll get back in and get on with my family festivities. Oh, I did go to, again, lost my man card on this one, David said. I took my daughter, my granddaughter, and my mom to see the Wicked movie. Way too much singing in the first 20 minutes of it. I was like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? But my daughter, my 26-year-old daughter, laughed her head off out loud during the movie. My granddaughter, my mom was sitting right next to me, right here, and my granddaughter, my daughter, and my granddaughter is reaching over and we were holding hands across my mom through half the movie, off and on, sharing popcorn, and I sat down here because I was kind of, I was sick, and I was washing my hands. I had, so don't the germs thing, okay? But it was a good family time. I'm the pawpaw of all time, right? I'm the greatest pawpaw of all time, and daddy, and maybe son a little bit. Grandma Carol likes David better, but come on, homesteading, but I got to deal with that every day. So, all right, guys, hopefully y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Love every single one of you. So until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling. Go Ridge Life. Woo! Lost my voice.